critics and fans are loving the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
Whoa.
And now it's certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
Guys, ta-da! You must be Pete. Merry Christmas!
It's the best holiday special ever made. James Gunn's Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, now streaming only on Disney+.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and yes, you are all ladies, gentlemen, theys, thems. We don't discriminate. No more ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone.
I just banged my chin on my mic. Hello. You didn't even hear. I don't even know what's going to come up in the audio.
I hope it is. Welcome to a very special minisode, aka episode 90.5 of the M&K.
No, it's 91. We're counting
90.5. Okay, 91.
We've done many episodes where we counted them, so this should be 91.
Welcome to episode 91 of the M&K Productions podcast. I'm your host, Mac, joined here as usual by my chin banging on the microphone co-host, Miss Flamingo, aka Kristin Siliberto. How are you doing today, Miss Siliberto? Or Mrs.
I am
Siliberto?
excellent, Mac. How are you on this lovely Thursday evening as we're recording this?
I'm doing good. I've not said your full name since like near when you first started.
Because everybody, you would just call me Kristin and then just Miss Flamingo or whatever, and then it's like, all right. I don't think you have ever said your last name on this show.
And I never will. It's MacGyver.
Yeah, but then you should say your last name because you always say my last name.
Well, here's the thing. The reason why I don't say my last name, as I drop my beer bottle cap somewhere on the ground. Where did I put it? Oh no! But okay. Oh shit! Where did I put it? Where'd it go? Hold up. No, my light unplugged. Save the segment, Kristin.
I'm saving the segment. I'll say that as Mac is having a breakdown right now of trying to find something.
Oh, my bottle cap for my beer fell off.
Oh yeah. Okay, so the last time we spoke, we were discussing Pinocchio.
Yes. Oh, wait. Before that. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Finish.
Last time we were discussing Disney Plus's Pinocchio starring Tom Hanks, directed by Robert Zemeckis. Today we're traveling back to Disney Plus to travel to the Marvel Cinematic Universe for the one and only The Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Directed by James Gunn, of course, the
one of his
legendary
last projects
himself.
He's going to do with Marvel.
Besides the third film.
Yes.
But this holiday special, it serves as the conclusion to the phase 4 of the MCU.
And I will say it here. It's the best thing phase 4 has given us.
Okay, so for those of y'all don't know, we have in the phase 4, here are the films that we had. We had Black Widow, Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings.
It was good.
Eternals. Yeah. Spider-Man No Way Home, which was like
the best
film out of all these.
Well, we can't count it because it's technically a Sony movie, not really an MCU movie.
Well, they're including it here on this list. Okay. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Disappointing.
I don't think it was that disappointing.
I think it was. It's Sam Raimi. It was his first movie in 9 years, and then he comes out with this. And like, if they let him go full Raimi and just R-rated, like I thought it should have been, and probably keep all the stuff that was leaked in the scripts, that would have made it legendary.
All right, here's the most disappointing one: Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Those are the films that in the MCU phase 4. Now, as for the television series, we had WandaVision.
Trash.
No! Get out of here.
I'm dead serious. I didn't like WandaVision.
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Good at first, we got trash at the end.
It was a disappointing last episode, but
you need to do better, Senator.
Loki season 1.
It was all right.
What If season 1?
The best.
Hawkeye, which is outstanding, I think, and a very fun series. Okay. Moon Knight, which had I think the ending was
a little
disappointing.
Bit, yeah. Well,
started off strong.
Oscar Isaac was special.
Miss Marvel,
horrible.
And then the trashiest of them all, She-Hulk, Attorney at Law.
Well, that's just straight up shit.
Facts.
But hey, don't forget they introduced specials this phase because we had Werewolf by Night and now we have the Guardians of the Galaxy special.
Werewolf by Night was also really excellent.
So it's like as you can tell, not a lot of hits this phase. This phase has been very weak.
Kevin Feige has been going off this like weird bumpy hill of like trying to gear it all, but
Well, you go ahead first. I'll say it.
oh, I was going to ask you a question, but what were you going to say?
Well, apparently, I read a report saying that they're doing some serious. So I want to say damage control. It's more like reevaluation about phase 5 and 6 because they said they want to focus more on quality over quantity. Because if you notice,
That's how it should always be.
a big problem with phase 4 is that they freaking release so much stuff.
And the last 2 I want to say
About year and a half.
Year and a half.
Yeah, because it's like we since like an Endgame, we had Black Widow, then we had no, because beginning of 2021 was when the TV show started.
Right.
So we had Black Widow, we had WandaVision, then we had Loki, and then we had Spider-Man, and then we had Doctor Strange, and then we had
you're just repeating what I just said.
Well, yeah, we have all these that like there's no time to like get to know people because when you go see a movie, you're like, oh, it's connected TV, like freaking Julia Dreyfus. I didn't know who she was when she was in freaking.
So here's the thing. I know that there's like some people who comment on it because one of the weaker film aspects is that some people didn't like the films is that there wasn't enough cameos. I rather take substance over having more cameos.
Yeah,
I think that's what's
like pandering,
and that's what Kevin Feige, I feel like in the MCU did a lot of, like just teasing of these new heroes, and it's like, okay, well, how are you gonna introduce them, and then all these other characters? We need to build up to these other characters that you introduce just now, so we can get comfortable and know of these other characters. So. But in terms of phase 5, we have I think an interesting one because we have Ant-Man and the Wasp, the Quantumania, Guardians of the Galaxy,
good.
Volume 3, The Marvels, Captain America, New World Order, Thunderbolts,
maybe
Blade, and then as for television series, we have What If Season 2, Secret Invasion, Echo, Loki Season 2, Ironheart, Agatha, Coven of Chaos, followed by Daredevil, Born Again.
I don't have faith in that Daredevil series, but What If Season 2, yeah.
So I'm excited for Agatha out of all of them, the series at least. But however, I'm excited for just about most of these films, aside from the Marvels.
Yeah, no one really cares about the Marvels.
So yeah. Let's dive in now to why we're here today. And that is because of the Guardians. My favorite.
So
I watch anything Guardians. That's the thing. I love them. Like they're one of the true reasons why I love the MCU. So let's discuss. Mac.
Yes.
Were you aware of this special?
So I remember there was like 3 different Guardians things I was keeping up on this year because of you mostly. It was the Groot thing that everyone was looking forward to, and I remember you said, "Hey, we're gonna get a Christmas special," because that guy announced like D23, and I said, "Okay." And I know about 3, so I completely forgot about it, and I thought it was coming out next year or it already came out, but I saw it like, oh, it's right here. All right, cool. And I was just like, we'll see how it is. And you're like,
I was keeping a close eye on it.
You're like, hey, I want to see. You're like, hey, I want to see it. I want to watch it. I said, okay, we can watch it.
I was anxiously awaiting because it was the release the day after Thanksgiving, and I was so excited. So me, Dylan, and I actually sat down and cuddled up on the couch together, and I was freaking out because there was so many things to get excited for this holiday special, and James Gunn did not disappoint, I must say.
Yeah, this is why we say this is probably the best thing of phase 4 because it felt very quiet and low-key next to anything we had in the movies and shows because it was just us it was just us following the Guardians as they celebrate Christmas and Christmas time.
And this is a unique story to explore more of these characters because for this special we get a deep dive into understanding Mantis as a character.
Yeah, she was the MVP of this in the special.
It's basically her and Drax.
I like because they have Batista in what's the actual name?
He, I don't, I it's like I could spell it. Clementine.
They have tremendous chemistry together. Like they're so funny.
And you can see that instantly in the second Guardians of the Galaxy film, and their just chemistry just is elevated more in this film. And I just love their quirkiness and just like how to basically they're out of touch with the human world in this film because we really explore what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let me explain what the plot is because we didn't even get to that.
No, what's this special about, Kristin?
All right, so the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special is Star-Lord, Drax, Rocket, Mantis, and Groot engage in a spirited shenanigans in an all-new origin special created for Disney+. But in this special, Mantis wants to give Star-Lord basically a memorable Christmas because, Star-Lord is missing Gamora. Thank you. I'm saying it wrong. Sorry, y'all. But it's revealed that Mantis is Star-Lord's sister, or basically half sister. So, to make it a memorable Christmas, she decides to travel to Earth with Drax to kidnap the one and only the hero that is Kevin Bacon. And let me tell you, the shenanigans definitely is ensued in this project.
Before anything, can we just appreciate the fact that James Gunn is such a G enough to actually have Kevin Bacon be canon in universe canon for the MCU, that Kevin Bacon's real and everything, and they play it straightforward.
Yeah, and Kevin Bacon is just the cutest thing in this film. He's really, really funny, and I just can't get over it. Like, this is like Kevin Bacon just being himself.
He doesn't even have to play a villain or anything, because this is like the first special in the MCU where they don't have a villain, and I actually
this feels like a great TV special, honestly, and it feels like a genuine like TV special. And I love how fun it is because there are some stuff to this project, it pokes fun at itself.
Mm-hmm.
And other Christmas specials, one of them being how it opens and how it makes fun of the disastrous Star Wars Christmas special. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it's hard not to forget.
Like, it opens the way how it would in the Star Wars Christmas special. It was like great. But yeah, there's a lot to admire here for it, because then we get some great music. I mean, the way the film opens with that song that I think it was like, I'm not sure if that's Kevin Bacon's band that opens with it. I'm not familiar. Oh, it's the Old 52s. Old 97s. And I don't know if that's Kevin Bacon's band. Like, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, Kevin Bacon is part of the band, but a band. Because Kevin Bacon has music. But I know this isn't, okay, so this isn't his band. Sorry, y'all. I'm not a Kevin Bacon stan, but I am enjoying his performance here. The Old 97s are a band. They're described as a loud folk band.
I did not know he had a band. The more you know.
This is not Kevin. Like I said, this is not Kevin Bacon's band. This is a different band. Oh, and my gosh, I'm just looking at it now. And Fred Armisen did drums for their tour. So the Old 97s.
Oh my God.
I wish they would just call themselves the Old 1990s.
Stop.
This makes it easier for me to say. But anyways, and then them and Kevin Bacon team up for a song, and it's just the madness that ensues in this event. So, what did you think of the performances here besides, Mantis and Drax?
I will say that for everyone, like even the smaller, I like the Sean Gunn because he played a good, like, I think I like what they're doing with his character, because he went from the second one being like, first one he was hinted at, but like second one he got more of a character. Now this one kind of really feels like he's part of the crew and everything. And yeah. I feel like that Chris Pratt played like a good straight man too. Then Groot was the MVP because you see a little buffed up, kind of like
he's like a teenager.
Like no, not even a teenager. He's like in his 20s.
You know what he looks like? like the senior football kid on the football team.
Yes.
Oh, his muscles are built, and the way he's listening to the band at the beginning, and he screams, "I am Groot!"
I am Groot.
So, and then not just that, we get, of course, Rocket, like I said, but we're also introduced to Cosmo. And I thought Cosmo was only going to be introduced in the next film. So we even get.
That's the one that's played by the girl from Borat, right?
Yes, Maria Bakalova.
And everyone lost their mind. They're like, what?
Oh, I didn't care if she was casted. So I was like, all right, fine. She's the space dog. She's the space dog. It's fine. And she was great. She only provides like a couple of lines, but not a crazy amount. We're going to get more introduced to Cosmo, but it was a unique way to put the dog in the series. And that dog, let me tell you.
Because it got hinted at in the first one. I do remember that.
Mm-hmm. And I was very, very excited. I'm like, that's Cosmo. It's a dog. Like, that was me, like, when I was just a wee little girl getting out of high school and being like, oh, who's that dog? And then I'm like, I did my research and I'm like, oh, that dog's name is Cosmo. But, now we're getting Cosmo.
She can talk.
Yeah. And her and Groot, not Groot, Rocket go back and forth. It's great. I'm so excited what they're going to do in this next film. So it's a good way for them to set up the next film, but also remember the heart and spirit of Christmas alive.
Yeah, because this special really does get you in the mood for the Christmas time, because it has. I will say I did like the opening animation, because I'm like, this is a smooth ass animation, because it was like the opening animation, because the whole backdrop is that Sean Gunn's character, what's his name?
Kragan,
he's telling a story about how Yondu is like, hey, we don't do Christmas this week and everything. And they kind of like, they take that as a basis, but it's revealed later that because Peter was like, that's not the full story, because Yondu opened a gift, Peter got him a little frog thing, and Yondu gave him his blasters. And it's kind of like, even though Yondu's gone, I think that they have a missed opportunity with his character, because in a way Peter saw him as like his father figure, and like kind of accepted as his father.
He's very effing Poppins.
Yeah, and like killing him off like that was really sad. Like, I keep forgetting he's gone, and it's been like 5 years since the last Guardians movie.
Oh yeah, it's true. I'm sad that he's not in it. I think it would be even more heartbreaking though if he did pass away in the third film.
Yeah,
because I would be all over the floor, because knowing we're gonna lose people in this next film, I'm just like not ready for it.
Me neither. But yeah, that's how the story kicks off, and it's just funny because once Mantis and Drax get to Earth, it's just like God. The part when Drax saw a guy dressed as GoBots, he's like, Drax, stop being a bigot. It's like GoBots killed his family, and like I died. I got me right there.
And when Mantis saw Steve, like the Captain America lookalike, and that guy just bolts, and she's like, Steve. And I thought it was so funny. Like the way how Hollywood Boulevard is set up, since I was just in LA not too long ago. Mm-hmm. That's the way it is. And just seeing how they're just like this fish out of water, and they make money just pretending, they're just being themselves, and they're just getting paid to take photos with you. It's great.
That's gotta be the life.
And they're at they're standing at the Chinese theater. It's very, very cool. Like the way they just constructed this, it was so cool. And then they go out to the club, and they get a little turn, and they do some dancing.
Now, when Mantis took the shot and like was like breathing, like, yep, that's accurate of how I took my first shot.
And did you know Pula makes a cameo?
Who?
Pula.
Who's that?
He was in the Pula Borg. He was in the Suicide Squad film.
Who was he?
He was oh gosh, excuse me. He was the javelin guy, because him and James are like
guy
friends. So it makes sense, they were like, hey, just come be this bartender.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he's the one who serves them the drinks. So I get a little cameo from him.
I do like how Mark Hamill had a little cameo in it too. because after because the whole reveal with them, it's like, look what we got you, Peter, for Christmas. He's like, this is not a gift, this is human trafficking. And I
That was
died.
really funny.
And he's like, get him off the trance now. And he's like,
And you just see the way it's just built up in that sequence of scenes. So when Drax and Mantis kidnap Kevin Bacon, they're on the ship and they make fun of how actors are. And then Mantis is like, oh, I'm gonna be sick. We just kidnapped an actor, because they all realize that Kevin Bacon is an actor and not an actual hero. But then they all get off the ship. They make it snow. And there's all these lights. It's happy for, Star-Lord and / Peter. Like, he's like, oh, wow, my friends did all this. This is amazing. I feel great. And then all of a sudden, it's just wheeled out, this giant present, and then it just starts shaking. And, Mantis puts Kevin Bacon under her spell, and you see the box moving, and he's like, what the hell did you guys do?
It was Drax's idea.
Yeah, and then it just opens and it's Kevin Bacon. He's like, and that's when the human trafficking line is.
It's funny, but then
it's great.
But he's like, you know what? I want to do this because Kragan is like, hey, you're his hero and everything. It's like, hey, I'm going to be late for coming home. And then there it is. And then we got the good song at the end. And then when they were opening gifts, that was funny because one of the best jokes I like is that when Mantis and Drax broke into Kevin Bacon's house and she took the candy cane, he took like an elf man. He's like, I left my little fun in the house and they were chasing him.
Yeah, it's just all revealed that in the end, Drax does get his little elf guy, and he's like, "Oh, my little man!"
They pretty much robbed the Christmas tree shop too before they left.
Christmas house, Kevin Bacon's house.
Oh,
and he destroyed the house, basically. And then I like the part where I think it was where was it Groot that gave him the presence of how each scene played out, the claymation.
Yes, that made me. And then Kragan opened it was like him opening his present. I was like, oh,
all the sequence of scenes that happen in the special, and it's just we get Sean Gunn as himself. It's like a little Inception moment of him accepting the present.
It's funny.
There are a lot of cute little things that happen, and I think they did a great job with this. Well, and I love the fact it's not a film, because this could have been dragged out to a T, and it's just enough where we get more exposure to some of these characters, and that being Mantis.
Yeah, I think Mantis really, they did a good job of expanding her character more, because when I saw Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I thought she was funny because it's just her, she's like a female Drax in a way, but she at least is a little bit more rational at times, but she's still dumb a lot. But
that's why the two of them get along. I mean,
yeah.
I just love the fact how, just how just about every single Guardians is so lovable. She's also very lovable, and she just seeing this unique, different side to her. It just makes me feel happy and hopeful that James Gunn is going to really do great job at expanding more into herself as a character. But I don't know how she'll play a part in the rest of the MCU post Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah,
it makes me worried for some of these characters. I have a feeling who I know who might stay and continue on, and for others I know where it's the end.
We already know what Drax is probably the end.
Yeah, we already know that it's Drax who is one of the ones who is set to be killed off, which is very, very sad. And, I already could tell who can stay is going to go. And, I don't want to reveal that to here, but
yeah, no, but I think this is a good special because it gets you in the mood for Christmas, and it's a good conclusion to the lacking of USA.
USA.
I mean, phase 4.
Oh my God! If we're I mean, the USA is already lagging enough. I was like, the MCU, but yeah, I think this is like what you just said. I think definitely one of the better projects, but it does give could have more specials for future projects for the MCU.
They should definitely.
Did you watch The
I know. I
werewolves.
watched the kill count for it.
I should have watched it. It was great.
It did. It did look good. I was like,
It's really good. I enjoyed it.
I think Marvel should look more into doing specials like this.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's all we have to say on our end. It's just a happy piece of MCU content, you know?
Yeah, because it's like it's definitely just a nice cozy special. It gives some laughs and you makes you feel warm inside, especially the ending shot.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that gotta be, because I
And
watched
to
this.
be fair, oh, go ahead.
I watched this at work, and I will say that's time well spent.
I've seen this special at least 3 times already now. And I love it each time. And I will say, the great part about this, it brought me back to the nostalgia-ness of the Infinity Saga.
That was where it was good.
Yeah, so, and that's when it was great, you know, and that's when James Gunn really succeeded and helped build up that Infinity Saga. And now he's with DC. So who knows what he'll be churning up in the DC realm, because now it is can be stated that Wonder Woman 3 is not happening.
Maybe that's for the best.
But anyways, what do you give this special? I'm giving it like a 10 out of 10. Like, I loved it. I can't wait to watch it.
I'll do a 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
Sweet. But guys, let us know what you thought of the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. I think it's just as good as the films, I must say.
Yes, I will say it's like I said, best TV thing they've done all phase 4.
I can also agree to that too. And it's even better than half the movies that they released. So, but yeah, guys, should we just wrap this up and give out the M&K up front?
Yes. So Kristin, what is coming up on the next couple episodes as we are on the road to 100 episodes and our live episode at 100?
All right. As we head off to our road to 100, next episode we are discussing the Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Hey, we're gonna discuss some little Pinocchio because we just did our whole Robert Zemeckis episode, and we did our episode about Pinocchio. We'll as well talk about, you know, the legend Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio and how that's been a long process in the making. It's ready to hit Netflix very, very soon. It's been praised everywhere. So after that, then we're going to hit it off with our Santa Girl. Finally, our Santa Girl watch along. So you can chill with us if you want to on Christmas, and commentary of Santa Girl starring the one and only star from Wizards of Waverly Place, Jennifer Stone. And then after that, we're going to end off the year strong with our best and our worst of 2022.
And let me tell you, folks, I sent Kristin a text and I said, I forgot half of these movies came out. Example, forgot the 355 came out this year. It felt like an eternity ago.
I forgot Deep Water, the movie with Ben Affleck, and Arma de Armas came out.
I freaking forgot about Turning Red.
There were so many films that, like, I just chose to skip this year because I
forgot Firestarter came out this year.
Firestarter also came out. Like, there was a lot, and we're gonna dive deep into the trash of what was 2022, as well as, you know, like I said, the best.
Yes.
So for now, guys, thanks for joining us on episode 91. We're gonna hit it off next time with 92 with Guillermo del Toro, and we will see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye. Don't forget to follow us on our socials. Bye.
Fuck you in the lanes you came with. Me and you ain't on the same shit. You ain't in my lane, bitch. Nah, all that shit it fits. Rollie on my wrist. Ay, baby, you a star. I'm my only wish. I'm counting blue hundreds. I'm too money. Ay, that my little bitch, she too lovely. Yeah, hanging up and calling me right back. Ay, baby, why you calling me like that? Yeah, getting high with the seat laid back. Baby, gon' relax, yeah. Hey, they don't know the half, yeah. No matter what happened, I got your back. Baby, that's the facts, yeah. That's the facts, yeah.